The gigantic anaconda was attempting to strangle the life out of her. It had wrapped its massive body around her multiple times, and the more it tightened, the more she struggled to breathe. She felt her vision start to blur. Just when she thought it couldn't get any worse, she heard a loud crash, followed by her tiny cub's frightened meows. She mustered every ounce of strength she had left and screamed back at him, trying to guide him away from danger. But her cries were weak and filled with pain, and he wouldn't be able to understand what she was saying. A few minutes earlier, the young cougar had been happily playing with his mom in the tall trees of the Amazon. He loved spending time with her. When they weren't busy hunting or sleeping, they would climb up into the trees and leap from branch to branch. The little cat enjoyed feeling the wind rush through his fur as he jumped from one leafy platform to the next. His mom always made sure to teach him how to land properly so he wouldn't hurt himself. She also taught him how to stalk his prey, how to hold his breath underwater, and even how to fight off an attack from other animals. Now that he was old enough to go on hunts with her, he wanted to learn everything there was to know about being a cougar. One afternoon, after catching a couple of monkeys for lunch, the pair decided to take a break. The little cat lay down on a tree branch while his mom groomed his fur. "One day you'll be a great hunter," she purred. "Just remember to always stay aware of your surroundings." The young cougar nodded, but he was already distracted by a butterfly that had landed on a leaf nearby. As he watched it flutter its wings, he didn't hear his mother's warning call. If he had, he might have been able to avoid what happened next. Suddenly, a giant anaconda shot out of the underbrush and lunged for the cougar. Startled, the young cat leaped out of the way just in the nick of time. If he hadn't been so quick, the snake would have easily gotten him. The little cougar ran away as fast as he could, glancing back over his shoulder to see if the snake was following him. When he turned around, he realized he had no idea where his mom was. The last thing he remembered was the snake lunging for her. Fearful that something bad might have happened to her, he quickly went back to see if he could find her. Meanwhile, the gigantic snake had wrapped itself around the cougar's mom, squeezing the life out of her. She struggled to free herself from its coils, but it was no use. The anaconda was just too strong. The more she struggled, the tighter the snake squeezed her. She tried to meow for help, but all that came out was a weak squeak. The anaconda had wrapped its body around her torso, leaving her without air. She could feel her vision start to blur. There was no way she could escape this thing, or so she thought. As the anaconda prepared to squeeze her one last time before swallowing her, the cougar cub came crashing through the trees. The young cat had no idea how to fight off such a huge snake, but he wasn't going to just stand by and watch it eat his mom. That's when the most unbelievable thing happened. Instead of attacking the snake, the little cougar jumped up onto the log that the anaconda had been hiding under and started meowing at the top of his lungs. He didn't know if this would work, but he had to try something. The louder he meowed, the more the snake seemed to writhe in pain, and then the most amazing thing happened. The anaconda started to uncoil itself from the mother cougar. It was as if the snake had been hypnotized by the cat's meows. Once the snake had completely uncoiled itself, the little cougar jumped off the log and ran over to his mom. He nudged her with his head, letting her know that she was free. But she still hadn't regained consciousness. The young cat started to panic. What if his mom was seriously injured? What if she didn't make it? But then he felt something warm and wet trickle down his face. He looked up to see that his mom was licking him. She had survived. At first, the cougar couldn't believe what he had just done. He had saved his mom's life. But then he noticed something strange. The anaconda was staring at them, and it looked like it wanted to talk to them. The snake slithered closer and closer until it was right in front of the cougars. At first, the cats were terrified, but then they realized that the anaconda wasn't going to hurt them. It was actually apologizing. The snake had never seen anything like what the little cougar had done. It had never seen a cat meow at the top of its lungs to save its mom. It had never seen such bravery before. The anaconda was ashamed of itself for trying to attack such a brave creature. After the anaconda apologized, it slithered away into the bushes. The cougar and his mom looked at each other for a moment, both of them realizing what an incredible adventure they had just had. They knew that they would never forget this day. The cougar licked his mom's face again, this time to thank her for teaching him how to be brave. The two cats stayed in the tree for a while, grooming each other and talking about how lucky they were to be alive. Eventually, though, they had to leave. The cougar needed to get home to tell the rest of the clan what had happened. As the sun began to set, the cats started their journey home. The cougar walked slowly, making sure that his mom was okay. Every once in a while, she would stumble and fall, but he would help her up. The two of them finally made it back to the clan just as the moon was rising. The cougar ran to his siblings and parents, who were all worried sick about him. He told them everything that had happened, and they were shocked. They had no idea that cougars could meow at the top of their lungs. They had never seen such bravery before. The cougar's dad was especially proud of him. He nuzzled his son and told him that he had done well. The whole clan spent the night telling stories and eating, celebrating the fact that the cougar and his mom had survived. The little cougar was exhausted from his adventure, so he curled up next to his mom and fell asleep. He dreamed of chasing butterflies and leaping through the trees. He didn't dream of anacondas or danger. He was safe now, and that was all that mattered. When the sun rose the next morning, the cougar woke up feeling refreshed. He stretched and yawned, then went to get some water. As he was drinking, he saw his reflection in the water. He didn't look like a little kitten anymore. He was almost as big as his mom. He was growing up fast, and he knew that he was ready to be a great hunter one day. He thanked his mom for teaching him how to be brave, strong, and smart. She had been the best teacher a cat could ask for. The cougar and his mom lived in the vibrant heart of the Amazon for many years, surrounded by lush greenery and the sounds of nature. They had all sorts of wild adventures, from climbing tall trees to exploring hidden waterfalls. They even had adorable little cubs, teaching them how to meow really loud, which made everyone laugh. Life was a beautiful blend of joy and freedom, and they cherished every single day spent together, feeling grateful for the bond they shared and the incredible world around them. Our planet is full of mysteries, and sometimes those mysteries can be dangerous. That's why it's important to be aware of your surroundings at all times. If the young cougar hadn't been paying attention, he might not have been able to escape the anaconda. But luckily, he was quick and agile. Being aware of your surroundings is important for everyone, no matter where you live. So keep your eyes open and your wits about you, and you might just be able to avoid a dangerous situation. Just like the young cougar, we all have the ability to be brave and quick on our feet. All it takes is a little bit of awareness and a willingness to learn from our experiences. So don't let life catch you off guard. Be prepared for anything, and you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way. Absolutely loved this story. I mean, who wouldn't? We really hope it brought a smile to your face and maybe even made your day a little brighter. If it did, go ahead and smash that like button below. Your support means the world to us. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content that keeps you entertained and informed. We've got a ton of fun stuff lined up just for you. Thanks for hanging out with us. We truly appreciate every moment we get to share with you.